Shuo. Alright, please introduce yourself. Just give me your name, where you're from, your year, stuff like that.
Okay. My name is Shuo. Usually I use the name Alex here because it makes it easier for people to pronounce my name. I'm from China. I'm in my second year in my master program in electrical engineering. And I also work at the ISS International Student Board as a faculty lead mentor of the graduate studies. Probably because I'm one of the only graduate student who applied for the job or whatever.
Okay, so let's get to the questions.
Okay.
All right. So, number one, why are you studying in Toronto?
In Toronto?
Or why are you studying abroad?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so the reason I chose to go to Canada to study is because I've always wanted to study in a different environment than back home. I heard that the atmosphere, like the whole academic thing, is slightly different, and the society is more all-inclusive, and basically I think it would be easier for me to be here to experience like a different culture or whatever. That's the reason why, and also because Canada compared with America is one of my choices as well, but I chose Canada because I think it's easier to immigrate here after the graduation because they have a really good immigration policy compared with the States.
Okay. All right. So, where did you live before coming to Toronto? Specifically.
Back home?
Yeah.
Okay, so I come from a city called Shenyang in China. It's one of the cities that are, I would say, is a bigger city than Toronto. They have more population, more skyscrapers, whatever. So when you come to Toronto, you don't feel like I know a lot of people who come from, say, small cities, they come to Toronto, they feel like, oh, it's such a big city, but I don't really feel that way. But the city is big to me because I don't really know a lot of people. I guess that's the reason why it might seem a little bit intimidating. But in terms of infrastructure or whatever, I think it's almost the same. But they do have more, say, different neighborhoods of different backgrounds. I guess that's a thing that you don't really see back home. Back home is pretty, I would say, monolithic. So it's like everyone talks the same way, dresses the same way. There's only one unifying culture, whereas here there's different cultures mixing together. I guess that's one of the things that I noticed is really different.
Okay. All right. Okay, so how different is it from your home or where you had come from originally? How different is Toronto from, China?
Okay, that's a tricky question. I think my comfortable level changes up and down ever since I came here. I would say when I first came here, everything seemed pretty new. So it's you're excited and you want to explore more things or whatever. So at that time, I would say I'm more comfortable with a lot of things that I never thought I would be comfortable for. I don't know, attending different festivals, going to the Pride, and a lot of things. But now I feel there are some aspects that you don't feel as comfortable as you're back home because, first of all, you as an international student don't really know a lot of people. I guess maybe for undergraduate students it's better because they have a lot of courses and they're gonna be here for 4 years. And they are young, so I think it's easier for them to make more friends because they have courses with different people, whereas for graduate students they usually only have 5 or 6 courses in total, and they spend most of their time doing research for their professors and also being a TA, being an invigilator, working, they are looking for a job as well, right? Because it's they want to get a job, whatever. So it's kind of stressful in a way, but also helpful. But I wouldn't say it is as much comfortable as back home. But I guess that's just a compromise they have to make because I think it's not easy for any people coming to a new environment. Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very good.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you go back home often? If so, why?
No, I came here like about 1 year and a half, almost a half, and I haven't come back ever since. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a reason why you haven't gone back home? Or?
I mean, I could have gone back during the Christmas break last year, but I went out to Vancouver with my friends. And the weather there was not good, so I regret it. I thought like, oh, it will be better if I come back home because at least but I guess I missed the chance. So now, because now like a couple of days ago it was Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to go home, but because I'm also working for like the different jobs, so it's kind of hard.
Okay.
Yeah, because the only chance for you to go home is like between the breaks, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think makes a location home? Like, what do you think makes somewhere into what would you call home, right?
Okay. I think with some people you have a stronger relationship, stronger bond with. Like a bunch of people, it can be either your friends, your coworkers, your classmates, or your family. I think for most people it's their family, right? I've never really appreciated the concept of home before coming here, but now I just feel like you see people like you see students, they just chatting with each other on the way, and after class they're gonna go back home to their own home, like their parents probably gonna cook for them and whatever, and the next morning they're gonna probably just get on a train. The whole notion to me before coming here was like pretty normal, but now it's starting to feel like that is something that's actually pretty precious, or not precious, but I would say comforting. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, do you ever think of Toronto as your home?
I mean, I'm trying to make it my home, but I guess I can call it home, but I don't have I mean, because I live here, so I can call it home, but I don't think it is home to me yet, because I haven't formed the kind of bond to its people. And even though I've like been to a lot of places and visited a lot of places in Toronto, like a lot of corners, but still, for me, it's like I still have the kind of identity that I'm like a tourist, just peeking at every corner or whatever. So, I don't know. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So, were there any difficult decisions that you had to make before coming down to Toronto?
I don't think it's difficult because at the time I didn't really think much. I just wanted to go. I mean, I didn't really think I miss home or whatever. I mean, I still don't miss home that much, but I mean, sometimes I do. But it was not a difficult decision for me at that time. Yeah. But I would reconsider, I don't know, after graduation. I'll see whether it's better to get a job here or go back home. So I haven't figured out yet.
Okay, awesome. Alright, so how did moving from China to here affect you? Like psychologically or any other way?
I think it did affect the way of thinking. Because the way of thinking back home is different from here. Here I think people are more like straightforward, so you pretty much say whatever you feel like saying. And also I feel like people are more friendly. Yeah, I mean, people are more friendly, yeah. So that's true.
They're more lively, huh?
Yeah, that's true. but I don't know. I also feel like behind the friendliness, like I don't know. I feel like people here also care less, like not only about maybe themselves, but also about the other people. Like the way I feel like is like here is like everyone is just like being respectful to each other, but without like I don't know, making stronger bonds, whatever, or getting attached with each other. Like I don't know, just in personal level, I just feel like it's hard to make connections in a way.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm not sure whether it's because of me as an international student, or it's the whole societal thing. Like it's just hard for people to make connections. So I mean, I cannot say because I'm like only one case, but that's just how I feel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. So, did you experience any form of culture shock when you first landed in Toronto?
I definitely there it's I guess, but not very strong. I remember seeing like a lot of people wearing the Blue Jays shirts and just coming like past me, and I felt like, oh, I'm like surrounded by these people, but I don't know any of them. So I guess just kind of feeling you're feeling like it's like surrealistic. Yeah. But now I guess like I
Not
mean,
so much, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so what culture shock did you feel besides the Blue Jays, or if that's the only thing that you felt?
Not
there any
much.
others?
Not much.
Not much.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right, so you did experience that culture shock, right? So what helped you through that culture shock of like the Blue Jays walking past you? And
Oh, I just talked with some other friends who have the same experience, and it's like even though we're not fan of baseballs, but like we still have like our own hobbies or whatever. So I guess that's kind of easy, and it's like you don't have to like certain things, right? But I guess a lot of people grew up here to like the team. I think if I grew up here, I would probably like it as well. I just feel like it's just like you felt like they're a group of people, and I felt like I could have belonged to them, but I don't belong to them. I think it's that kind of like the difference between reality and expectation that makes you feel a little bit of I don't know, sad or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, who helped you through the culture shock? Was it your friends? Or
Yeah, we're in the
family?
same program. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sure. No problem. All right. And why do you think you experienced that culture shock? Like, what do you think made you feel culture shock?
I haven't really thought about it. I don't know. I'm like not a psychologist, so I don't know what's the exact element that triggers that point. But I just know. I guess just like deep down, people always are yearning for like connection, and when that connection is not there, you start to feel a little bit like I don't know, like depressed or whatever. But I guess it's just everyone has that moment. When I say culture shock, I'm not sure whether it's the wrong term to describe my situation there. I just think it is a kind of a like feeling that I felt when I first came here. So culturally, I mean, I'm okay with how things go here. Like like the way people speak or act. I mean, I'm okay, and the way how people treat each other, I'm also okay with that. Yeah.